Let's just say the ratings aren't the same with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever now eliminated. Game 1 of the Aces Liberty matchup on Sunday drew an average of 929. Good number for the WNBA on an NFL Sunday. However, that was down nearly 50% from last Sunday's Fever Sun contest. By the way, not only was viewership down.
A new era is unfolding in women's basketball, and at its center is Caitlin Clark. After shattering records in the NCAA and making a bold entrance into the WNBA, she now takes her talents overseas, stepping onto European courts for the very first time. Her journey has been nothing short of remarkable, capturing the attention of fans, analysts, and fellow athletes around the globe. The excitement surrounding her debut in Europe is electric, more intense than anyone could have predicted. All eyes are on her, waiting to see how she'll redefine the game in this new arena.
She needs to be on a better team.
Now it's official. Caitlin Clark has announced a lifetime contract in Europe, and she's not coming back.
Before we dive into the highlights of her debut, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video, and subscribe to our channel so you never miss a moment. Now, let's take a closer look at the unforgettable scenes from Caitlin Clark's first game in Europe. You're not going to want to miss this. Caitlin Clark isn't just a rising star in American basketball, she's becoming a global sensation. Her influence has stretched far beyond the US, captivating fans around the world. Whether she's sinking a deep three, dishing out a no-look assist, or delivering a clutch buzzer beater, she continues to win hearts and elevate the game on an international stage.
Nelson Adota, Clark will fire and hit the three.
It's not just about the points she scores, it's the electrifying way she plays the game. Fearless and fiercely competitive, Caitlin Clark brings exactly the kind of energy today's sports world craves. For European fans, she's nothing short of a dream realized. Barcelona Basket has secured the most talked about name in women's basketball, fully recognizing the magnitude of her arrival. In Spain, anticipation buzzed for weeks leading up to her debut, as fans eagerly imagined the spark she'd ignite in their league. It's a rare and remarkable moment when a talent like Clark crosses the Atlantic to play in Europe, and Barcelona couldn't be more ready.
Això és minibàsquet, tenen 12 anys i han de passar aquestes coses, el seu ritme és altíssim i no és fàcil prendre decisions, però el més important és que tots els equips...
The stadium pulsed with energy, fans packed the stands, waving banners and chanting Caitlin Clark's name long before she even stepped onto the court. But her journey isn't just about the game or the crowd's excitement, it represents something far greater. Caitlin Clark has become a symbol of a larger movement, the evolution of women's basketball. She embodies a new era where female athletes aren't just national heroes, but rising global icons. Her presence on the international stage shows that the world is finally ready to celebrate women's basketball at the level it has always deserved.
NBA and the fact that NBA investors, actual NBA investors and owners, that would really be owners, are none too happy right now. And in fact, there's speculation that some of the financials are being possibly hidden even from the owners by the NBA and maybe Adam.
As Caitlin Clark took her first steps onto the court in Barcelona, it became unmistakably clear the future of women's basketball has never looked brighter. Barcelona Basket Femení knew exactly what they were doing when they pursued her. This move wasn't just about adding talent to their roster, it was a bold, strategic statement. Signing Clark was a vision-driven choice, a step toward elevating the entire landscape of European women's basketball and setting a new standard for the sport across the continent.
She's a rookie, it's going to happen whatsoever, but there's a lot of people that spent a long time building this league into what...
For years, it was the men's teams that dominated the spotlight in European basketball. But now, the women of Barcelona Basket Femení are ready to write their own chapter in the sport's history. With the arrival of Caitlin Clark, they believe they've found something truly rare, a once-in-a-generation talent. Player whose presence doesn't just strengthen the team, but has the power to transform it, to lift the entire program to unprecedented heights.
We responded really well, and Penn State went on some runs, and we seemed to always have an answer, and you got to give credit. I thought Sydney was great. I thought Kylie was great. I thought Taylor was great. You got to step up when your teammates go down, obviously playing without Molly Davis. But I think the biggest key for us was to defend the three-point.
The club's leadership moved swiftly and with purpose. Caitlin Clark's image was soon everywhere, towering on billboards, flooding social media feeds, and lighting up the city. But this wasn't just about selling tickets. Barcelona was doing something bigger. They were igniting a movement, making a bold statement that women's basketball deserves the spotlight. And
Square, take a look. This Nike billboard honors the all-time NCAA Division I scoring leader. It features the caption, "This was never a long..."
Eager fans lined up in droves, just for a glimpse of their new icon. The atmosphere was electric, and when the moment finally came, when Caitlin Clark stepped onto the court, it was clear this was about more than just a game. It was a moment of history being made across the European basketball scene. The anticipation stretched far beyond the loyal supporters in Barcelona. From the cobblestone streets of France to the bustling markets of Turkey, fans were glued to their screens, eager to witness Clark's first steps on European soil. The WNBA has long been considered the peak of women's basketball, but with Clark's arrival in Europe, a powerful shift began. Suddenly, European teams found themselves
the Sue Bird, Curly Sue!
In Hungary, the atmosphere was electric. Fans of Sopron basket erupted with excitement, even though they weren't playing against Caitlin Clark. Her impact was felt far beyond the court. Social media exploded with posts, memes, and highlight reels celebrating her monumental arrival. Conversations buzzed everywhere about what her presence meant for the sport. European women's basketball, once lingering in the shadows, was now stepping into the spotlight, capturing hearts and commanding global attention. Meanwhile, in Turkey, the passionate supporters of Fenerbahce were equally captivated.
Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
6:49 your time right now. The Caitlin Clark effect is coming to North Texas. In just hours, tickets go on sale to see the college basketball history maker in her first game in the WNBA.
She makes her debuts in the pros against the Dallas Wings.
My mind, like the amount of conversations we had about it was almost too many in a way, but it's a big decision, so it's like not one you want to mess up. I think the main things about Iowa that I liked is one, doing something special that's never been done before. I think that was super important.
Martin looking. Here's Clark. She fires. And it goes! She hit it! Wow!